Do, 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 do. Okay, there we go. So welcome, 10th grade students. We're really excited for you all to be here today. My name is Mr. Sorrells, and the fall semester, I'm going to be teaching Honors Math 2. What does that mean? We're going to be doing lots of math, and I'm going to challenge your brain. I'm going to push you to do things that you maybe thought you never could do mathematically. What? So for our 10th grade students, we start this week, Monday through Thursday, with just some review of your Math 1 content. There is some stuff on Canvas for you to look at right now, for you to peruse through, some practice tests for you to do. Afton was humming the same music I was. That's awesome. We're on the same wavelength, Afton. You'll have an assignment on Friday to look at, and then we will start our content next week with transformations in the coordinate plane of geometric objects and functions. But transformations are very similar to, well, tessellations. And tessellations are found a lot in art, specifically by M.C. Escher. I have this book in my office that you can come peruse if you would like to. But let me show you some examples of what tessellations might look like. You may have seen some of these art pieces by M.C. Escher before. I'm going to make sure I get a good one that you can see really well. This is a tessellation of fish. And our tessellations have to do with translations, which is a slide, rotations, which is a turn, and reflections, which is a flip. Okay? Let me show you some other ones. You can't see these very well because they're real small, but it's a whole page on lots of different ones, which is really cool. Sometimes they mess with your brain a little bit because you think, how in the world could they do that? If you want to know an easy way to create your own tessellation, guess what? You're right, I can show you how to do that. Here's another one. Notice how it starts with a bird at the top. Looks very much like a goose. And it translates and transforms into a fish at the bottom just by the space. How cool, right? So neat. This one, warriors on a horse. So cool. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the connection between tessellations and art and transformations in general, but then we will start transforming functions as well, okay? I'm excited about this semester to spend with you, and I will actually see you in the next session for electives as well. Thanks, guys.
My turn. I'm Miss Slaughter, and this year for 10th grade, we will be doing American history. We're going to be focusing mostly on stuff that comes after the 1860s. We'll take just a couple of weeks here at the beginning of school and hit the highlights of early American history. But we're going to spend most of our time looking at events in more recent history, 1900s and current time. So we'll look at World War I, World War II, the Great Depression. We will talk about the Civil Rights Movement. We'll talk about the Cold War, the war in Vietnam, and look at more recent events that have happened that are more applicable to your lives. Week 1 for American history is already up in Canvas. So once you get logged into Canvas, you can go ahead and get started with that. And I will even tell you some really great, funny historical jokes like this one. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims.
Okay, I think it's my turn again. I am Miss Majeski Turner. I will be your English teacher again this year. Some of you for the 4th time. I am teaching 3 different classes in the fall: English 1, Foundations of English 2, and English 2. If you don't have me in the fall, you will probably just be having me in the spring because I will be teaching another class of English 2, and also that's when I'm teaching the honors courses is in the spring. So if you don't have me yet, you will have me in the spring. One thing I wanted to mention is that English 2 is a really, really important class. That's what most of you guys are taking this year, and that's one of the classes that you have to pass the EOC as a North Carolina graduation requirement. So just make sure that you take it seriously. The other thing is, if you received a book from me, which you should have, if you're enrolled in English this semester, you should have gotten a book. You do not have to start reading it right away. I just wanted you to go ahead and have it now. So hang on to it. You'll get directions about when we're going to be reading it, how much to read, but just hang on to it. Make sure that you take good care of it because it has been checked out to you, and you will get more directions about it soon. I will talk to you guys soon. It's good to see some of your faces.
Oh, hey, I'm Mrs. Heath. I'm going to be your biology and applied biology teacher, and I'm doing earth and environmental as well. With biology, we have an EOC this fall in December, so please make sure that you guys are keeping up with the pace that we're working at. It is pretty fast and it is pretty detailed just because we have to make sure that we get that information so that you guys can pass the EOC. You have to pass in order to graduate. I totally believe in y'all though, honestly. We can do this. I've been studying a lot over the summer to help you guys with anything that you need. And I'm kind of, I don't know, we'll do this together. I know I said that I didn't want to teach biology, but you do what you got to do sometimes. 2020. And fun fact, I'm having another baby, so it'll be a fun time. So it'll be a fun time all around. But yeah, I'm not due until January. So honestly, you get me the full time of prepping for the EOC. So don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm excited to teach you guys again. P.S. If Annie's on here, you should say hey because you're teaching some of our 10th graders.
So I think that's an elective, maybe. She may be waiting until 11. I don't know.
Just kidding.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording unless anybody else would like to jump in and say hi or say anything. Okay, thank you.